Have you ever wondered what's hiding inside your computer? Today we're going on a trip inside to meet 3 amazing parts. First, we'll visit the CPU, the brain that thinks super fast. Then we'll peek into the memory rooms, where your computer remembers stuff. Finally, we'll see how you talk to your computer and how it talks back. By the end, you'll know exactly how the main parts work together like a team.
Welcome to Goalie's Pip Academy.
So, what actually is inside a computer, the main parts? Well, a computer is made up of a few super important pieces that work together like players on a sports team. Each part has its own special job, and when they all work together, they let you play games, watch videos, create art, and explore the internet. First, let's meet the most important part. It's called the CPU, which stands for Central Processing Unit. But you can just call it the computer's brain, because that's exactly what it is. The CPU is like the fastest thinker you've ever met. Imagine if you could solve 1,000 math problems in 1 second. The CPU can do billions of calculations every single second. When you click on a game, the CPU says, "Okay, load that game." When you type a letter, the CPU says, "Got it, put that letter on the screen." Here's the wild part. The CPU is usually smaller than a cookie, but it's doing all this incredible thinking. It's like having a tiny genius living inside your computer, working non-stop to make everything happen. Okay, pop quiz time. Multiple choice question. What do we call the part of the computer that thinks super fast and follows instructions? Is it A, the computer's brain or CPU, B, RAM, C, graphic card, or D, keyboard? The answer is A, the computer's brain, or CPU. That's right, the CPU is the brain that thinks at lightning speed.
Hey, you're watching Goalie's Pip Academy, where we teach about science, geography, history, everything about the whole world. If you want to watch these classes with no ads, no distractions, go to getgoalie.com.
Now, the CPU is smart, but it needs help remembering things. That's where the memory rooms come in. And there are actually 2 different types. Imagine you're sitting at your desk, working on a math worksheet. The papers you have spread out right in front of you, the ones you're using right now, that's like RAM. RAM stands for Random Access Memory. But just think of it as the computer's right now memory. RAM is super fast because the computer needs to grab information quickly while it's working. When you open a game, the computer loads it into RAM so it can play smoothly. But here's the catch. RAM only remembers things while the computer is turned on. Turn off your computer and poof, RAM forgets everything. Now, what about all the stuff you want to keep, like your saved games, your photos, and your videos? That's where storage comes in. Storage is like your backpack or your closet. It's where the computer saves things for later. Even when you turn off your computer, storage keeps everything safe and sound. When you click on a saved game, the computer grabs it from storage and puts it in RAM so you can play it. When you're done, the computer clears it out of RAM to make room for the next thing. Round 2. Are you ready? True or false? RAM is where the computer remembers things it's using right now. Is that true or false? The answer is true. Exactly right. RAM is for right now, and storage is for later. Okay, So we've met the brain and the memory rooms. But there's one more piece of the puzzle. How do you and the computer actually talk to each other? That's where input and output devices come in. Input devices are how you talk to the computer. The keyboard is an input device. It lets you type messages and give commands. Your mouse is an input device. It lets you point and click. Even a microphone is an input device because you can speak into it and the computer listens. Here's a cool way to remember it. The word input has the word in it. So input devices put information into the computer. But the computer needs to talk back to you too. That's where output devices come in. Your screen or monitor is an output device. It shows you everything. Your speakers are output devices. They play music and sounds. Even a printer is an output device because it takes what's on the screen and puts it onto paper. Remember, output has the word out in it. These devices send information out of the computer to you. Here's something mind-blowing. Every time you do anything on a computer, you're creating this lightning-fast conversation. You click your mouse, input. The CPU thinks, the computer grabs information from RAM or storage, and then boom, the screen shows you what happened. Output, all in a fraction of a second. Final round, multiple choice question. Which of these is a way you can talk to the computer? Is it A, listening to music, B, typing on a keyboard, C, looking at the screen, or D, watching a video? The answer is B, typing on a keyboard. Yes, when you type, you're talking to the computer, giving it input. Listening to music and watching videos are ways the computer talks to you. So, let's recap your new superpowers. 1. You now know the CPU is the superfast brain that thinks and follows every instruction. 2. You understand that RAM is the right now memory and storage is the save for later memory. And 3. You've discovered that input devices let you talk to the computer, while output devices let the computer talk back to you. Here's why all this matters. Every single time you use a computer, tablet, or even a smartphone, these parts are working together as a team. Understanding this makes you a computer expert. The CPU in your computer or phone can perform over 1 billion calculations every single second. That's faster than every person on Earth could count if we all counted together. And it's sitting right there, smaller than a cookie, working that hard just to show you this video. How cool is that? Keep asking questions. Keep being curious, and remember, you're now officially a computer expert. See you next time, explorers!
My mind is blown! Where can I learn more about these videos? Oh yeah, getgoalie.com. There's no ads. There's no junk, just cool stuff for kids and a dedicated tablet. Check it out, getgoalie.com.